14. Pass to G. 50 seconds left to play in the half. Shot to stop the run. Count it. G's got 20.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Here's Cunningham. Miami making their last shot. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk. Great game for him. Double-double now.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's G. 23 points his last outing. 4 on the clock. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Detroit, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Eric Spoelstra, and Coach, too many turnovers early and 50-50 balls going the other way. How do you fix it?
Well, it started with the uncharacteristic sloppiness, not getting organized offensively. We've been doing a much better job in that department. That cost us, and then, the floodgates went from there in terms of the offensive rebounding. I think we'll be better in this quarter.
We're hoping so, too. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
And it's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drums. And measuring up the shot. Too bad. Give it up for the participant.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for Miami.
Can't miss this many shots and not be competitive. They're rushing, looking desperate. Kind of feel sorry for them.
No, you don't.
You were laughing while we were watching it.
Hey, man, that's off the air.
And later on, some more NBA action to look forward to. Here are the games coming up. That's a 7 p.m. tip-off, Eastern Time.
I'm looking for a possible upset in that one.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Detroit leading by 14. We've got Kate Cunningham, and it's Rain Man in at the 2. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Tries to break his ice, and Davis with the basket on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got 5 assists tonight. Well, Miami shooting 32% for this game. Not what they're hoping for. Here's G. Pass to Harris. Adebayo sets a screen. G's shot is good. G's got 23.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean looks.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Miami trails by 15. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Miami shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
knocks down the first one. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Cunningham. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Silva. Davis, a screen. 4 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Miami's ball. All right, let's see what Detroit has coming up. On Sunday, then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kawhi Leonard.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now here's Adebayo, guarded closely. Pass to Jaquez. The shot no good. Davis with the defensive effort.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Outside Jaquez. Now here's Harris. Tight defense on him. Here's G. And all around the rim that time before dropping. G's got 27.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
Here's Rain Man. He's got 21. Knocks down the triple.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
And so it's Erik Spoelstra with the timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
All right, let's take a second to view the 2K leaderboard and look at last season's top scoring squads. The Pistons, third.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. No good there.
Well, that one didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Harris passes to Carter. Outside Jaquez. Sinks it from distance. Jaquez has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Pass to Silva. Cunningham looking it over. And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter.
Well, good shot contest there from Jaquez. You can count on him to compete defensively.
Harris outside. Pass to Carter. Cunningham brings a double. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Detroit leading by 11. Here's Silva. Cunningham outside. Here's Rain Man. And again, no good by Detroit. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Knocked loose. It's Davis with the drive. And Carter with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
Here's Rain Man. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Rain Man's got 26 points. Miami trails by 13. Here's G. He's got 27. Carter, the pass to G. Elbow shot. The rebound by Detroit. Rain Man's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lets it fly. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got 5 rebounds in the game. A multiple-time All-Star. What aspect of Adebayo's game, Stan, catches your eye nightly?
Well, Brian, I'd say it's not one thing. He's a very complete player. He can rebound, defend, pass, score. This guy does it all.
And by all accounts, a great teammate as well.
That's exactly right.
Silva can't hit. Miami trails by 13. Harris outside. Pass to G. Carter, a screen on Cunningham. G passes to Carter. In transition, here they come. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Davis a screen. Here's Silva. Kept alive. Widman passes to Cunningham. Good D by Harris.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one. And you think about what Jaquez has done early in his career. Pretty impressive, Stan.
Well, Brian, people tend to underrate college players who play multiple years. He was basically a finished product before he reached the NBA.
He misses the free throw.
Well, he's just an old school kind of player. The footwork and patience Jaquez Jr. possesses is unique.
Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. Tyler Hero's checked in for Miami. And he's good on the second. Detroit leading by 14. Here's Widman. 10 points for him. 3-pointer, no good.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Jaquez. Marks it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And Detroit is shooting just 36% in the third. Pass to Rain Man. Davis with it for 3. Knocks it down from distance. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Harris a screen. Hero for 3. He buries it from 3.
Well, there's the answer from Hero. One of the best from three-point range in the league.
Rain Man, the pass to Silva. Here's Rain Man. Let's go with a 3. Outside for Davis. Here's Widman. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Miami trails by 14. Now here's Harris. Pass to Adebayo. Nice move. Rebounded by Widman. Whitman's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Outside Davis. And it's Davis again missing.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
Hero for three. The rebound by Detroit. Silva's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Davis. And he comes up with a bucket. Davis has got 9.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Hero. He's got 6. And Carter gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. Carter's got his second basket.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your youth big squad.
Switch here.
Big squad. All right, fans, that was your new big squad. Make some noise.
.116 left in the third quarter. Sasser outside. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to Strother. There's another rebound. This kind of effort is amazing.
Simply put, he will not be denied. And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Now here's Man. 5 points in the game. Yep, that one goes. Carter's got 6 points.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Pass to Sasser. From outside the arc, Whitman. Here's Strother. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. Strother's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside man. Clock at 6. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Holland. Oh, nice D from Carter.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And so it's Detroit looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They're showing impressive focus out there, and it's paying off big on both ends of the floor. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Setting the floor for Miami. Jabari Smith out there with Jaime Jaquez. Then there's Tyler Hero, and it's Ware in at the 5. Here's Ware. Here's G. From the top of the key, he buries it. G's got 29. Pass to Holland. Cunningham on the wing. He's guarded by Hero. Shoots. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Cunningham is so skilled working the pick and roll. That time the play was for himself to score.
Here's G. Here's the 3. Drops in the 3. G's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
Cunningham finds Thompson. Here's Rainman. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. He has 29 now.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Hero against Cunningham. Here's G. That 3's off the mark. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Connects from downtown.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Now here's Hero. Will stand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
Now here's Cunningham. Shoots over Hero. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Picked by Smith. Here's G. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Detroit leading by 22. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Ware. Ware's got 4 rebounds now. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Ooh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, he's learned how to absorb contact and get to the free throw line. Smith is strong enough to finish through the bump.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Also, lots of hustle on the offensive end, following shots and creating tons of second chance opportunities.
And Detroit making a change here. Davis is checked in. That's good from Smith. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth. Cunningham outside. To the inside. And finished off by Davis.
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
Miami trails by 21. Outside Jaquez. Back to Hero. Smith outside. Pass to G. 19-footer. The rebound by Detroit. From 13, Smith with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And here's Hero. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year because Then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Outside Jaquez. Pass to Smith. Sinks the tray. Smith's got 6 points in the quarter.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Hero against Cunningham. Thompson, a screen on Hero. Takes a step back. Cunningham against Hero, and it's Cunningham missing. Miami trails by 20. Hero outside. Pass to Jaquez. Picked by Smith. This one for three. And again, it's Miami from deep.
Well, when Jaquez is hitting threes, it adds a whole other dimension to this offense.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Well, you know, he'd been struggling lately. This one was a big one for him. He roared back, made sure to snap that cold streak tonight. Here's Cunningham. Pass to Rainman. Outside Davis. Cunningham outside. Launches it. Rebound Miami. Adebayo's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Jaquez. Back to Harris. Carter, a screen on Cunningham. For 3, here's Harris.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Cunningham passes to Whitman. Five on the clock. There's Davis with the 3. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Pass to Carter. Picked by Carter. Here's G. Plenty of room to knock down that one. G's got 7 now in this quarter.
The opposite of a selfish player. Jaime Jaquez Jr. always puts the team ahead of himself.
And Jaime Jaquez gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Cunningham. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot to win the cold spell. And it's Cunningham missing.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Adebayo finds Harris. Now here's Carter. Here's G. Carter, a screen on Cunningham. And here's Harris outside. Knocks down the long J.
3 points.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Rainman from downtown. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 8 assists in the game. Miami trails by 15. G passes to Adebayo. Harris outside. Here's G. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Detroit, they've gone 7 of 14 here in the fourth from the floor. Pass to Rainman. And Detroit another three.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now here's Jaquez. Silva with a rebound. Silva's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Pistons.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're gonna battle hard.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Rainman.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Here's Rainman. The rebound by Carter. Left side, Jaquez. Harris outside. Here's G. Rebounded by Whitman. So it's Detroit picking up the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And time now for our player of the game.
Yeah. You say what? Huh?
Man spit rhymes, man don't lie. Two step then the next fly. Lit, watching
this shit sure is. Ask little bro if you think that I'm lying. Them man hate, cause your man so fly. Like takes 2 J1s and I'm nice. I thought my bedroom wasn't up, so I stopped, nearly pipe. Quang is this, Quang is that, Quang is Marga. His head's fat, but I'm still king in this, that's fact. His we a man, my man up with them you choke man. Low it, I meant choke men. Hold on one from up the old blue. Let a sweet one from down the old pen. Like, big Quang face from the norm. How did I come this far? I think I'm a bandit, they think I'm a star. When I cut through, man, they breathe like raw. Face so big that I can't go shop, man, I always get clocked. It's so hot. Is it a fan or is it a op? Either way, man, I'm moving on job. I love my freedom, but I risk it anytime I see them. Fly the ride, man, breed them. Caught me up, man, he kept on. L2R2, man, pop this cool like the cinema view. If bros see Jaws, man's chilling it too, man. Step trying to finish them youths. Man, cut you, bust that. Painting.
And now, the starting lineup for Washington.
The second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. You've got Baker, the monster out there with Campbell. And there's Big Red, and it's Morant in at the point. And for the Wizards, you've got Williams, Champ out there with Jay, and there's Davis, and it's the great in at the 3, the small forward. And this is just the second game of the group stage. But already, this is a must-win, we think, for both teams.
Yeah, you only get 4 of these group games. Each of these teams already 0-1, so if you get a second loss, the odds of you advancing are basically nil.
Pass to the monster. Here's Baker. Misses the 3. On the wing, Williams. Campbell grabs the board. Here's the monster, guarded by Davis. Cruz. Missed inside. Williams passes to the great. Nice ball movement by Washington. It's stolen. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Griffith following the score by Indiana. 4 on the clock. Fires for 3. The rebound by Baker.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Fades away. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Outside, Davis. Here's the great. Off target from three-point range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Here's Baker. Pass to the monster. The screen from Campbell. Here's Cruz. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The Monster's got 5.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Hey everyone, you see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. You gotta dance while everyone's watching. Dancing machine. He's a dancing machine. Let's see what you got.
Last year, getting it done. He was around 14 points a game last year, 3 rebounds and 3 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Those championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
Here's Griffith. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe. Of course, Ja Morant's name first and foremost, so I asked him about the strategy. He said try to plug every defensive hole we see. I know if we give Morant any space, he'll try and slice right through us, so we can't have any cracks in the armor. A tall order for the defense against the unstoppable Morant. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And it's the Pacers with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Washington. Pass to Big Red. Into the lane. Rebounded by the Wizards. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
Here's the Monster. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Here's Baker. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Davis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Good positioning that time from AD. Working the pick and roll beautifully.
Pass to Campbell. There's Baker. Uncovered. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here is Davis. Last game he had 12. Davis with a screen on Morant. Champ's shot is off. So for the Wizards, their last game a win against the Knicks.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Washington trails by 6. Williams dishes to Davis. Big Red grabs the miss.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
Morant, the bounce pass. Fires away from outside. The monster, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Williams. It's rebounded by Indiana.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Taken away. Davis, the pass to the great. Back to Davis. From 8. And it's in off the backboard. Davis has got his second basket.
When he's at his best, Davis is in attack mode, getting to that rim and playing with power down low.
Morant with it. Still scoreless. Got a piece of it. Taken away by Williams. Right side Davis. Here's Baker. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul, first team foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
And he makes the first. And for these teams, tonight's game will count not only towards their regular season records, but also as their second game of NBA Cup group play.
A higher level of attention. All these games nationally televised, so how will players perform with the light shining brightest?
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season.
Well, you talk about teams that had a great defense last year. You got to mention these guys. I mean, they were great at finding ways to come up with the ball. Deflections, loose balls, and steals.
Here's Williams on the money from 12 feet away.
Certainly wasn't an ideal start for him, but now he's got a bucket to build on.
Big Red passes to Sabonis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Screen by Sabonis. Big Red. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
A three from Leonard. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Indiana leading by 4. Campbell kicks to Baker. And he drives in.
Oh, that's just an emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
No soft stuff out of this guy.
Greg, give us one word to describe Domantas Sabonis on the offensive end.
Kevin, I guess I'd say dominant, but that only scratches the surface. The way Sabonis drops dimes, hits shots, and controls the glass, dominant just doesn't even really begin to say enough.
Pass to Campbell. Podziemski with it.
Okay. I want to make you.
Shot clock at 5.
All right, here's a look at stats for Mr. Perfect. He's coming off an excellent season, and he was in the top 20 in field goal percentage, able to create offense with tremendous efficiency.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with, and for a full game too. I mean, just nonstop.
I can't say that.
Free throw good, Podziemski. George is checked in for Washington. The Great comes in for Champ. Indiana also making some changes. The Monster comes in for Campbell. And Kuminga's subbed in for Baker.
But guess what?
Podziemski hits them both. Washington trails by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Kitzel. Gets the three-pointer fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Big Red. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Pacers lead by 7.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
Outside left. This one for 3. And he's good on the 3-ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Kuminga. Pass to Big Red. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's the Great. There's a good screen. For the 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Indiana leading by 7. 50 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Big Red. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Big Red's got 5.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possession.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Washington trails by 9. And the call will be against Sabonis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's the Great. Hasn't made one yet. Softly pumps in the floor.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Here's the Monster. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Indiana bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Stay on this side. This is okay.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
Washington trails by 7. On the court right now for the Pacers. Kuminga out there with the monster. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Sabonis in at the center. Now here's Kuminga. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And Clark, in this early phase of the season, our new teammates still getting used to each other.
Yeah, I would think that's the case in most situations, Kevin, and that's the flip side of having a long regular season. Physically, it's challenging, no doubt about it. But over the long haul, you do have an opportunity to come together and gel as a group.
That free throw good from Kuminga. And the Wizards making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. And a change for the Pacers. Toppin's checked in. Both free throws good from Kuminga. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 9 points. Pass to the great. Here's Castle. Leonard looking around. Over Toppin. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Indiana leading by 9. Kuminga finds Sabonis. Shoots over Nurkic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Wizards have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Takes it out to Leonard. Pacers with the rebound. Outside Kuminga. Sabonis high post. With the floater. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Nurkic. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Coulibaly. From past the arc. The Wizards with another miss. The Pacers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
Kispert's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Washington trails by 9. Here's Leonard. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
The Wizards shooting their first free throw of the evening. Wizards making a switch here. Davis is checked in. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Indiana.
Davis stays up, man.
One shot.
You out there, Greg?
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off. Whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever.
Okay,
Kevin, it just says it so casually. Back to you.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Here's the great. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
Yeah, that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
Here's the monster. He's got 5. Sabonis' screen on Leonard. Here's Cruz. Krills the three-pointer. The monster's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kawhi Leonard. How he did last season. Averaged about 10 points a game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Jay's checked in for Washington. In Indiana with the change here, too. Big Red's checked in for Jonathan Kuminga. Cruz the pass to Morant. Here's Big Red. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Big Red's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pacers.
Hey, you know, court vision is a strength for Sabonis. Actually, it's in his DNA. His dad was a great passer, too.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Okay, fans, get on up for your Washington Masters.
While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc.
You know, a solid three-point game can be the cornerstone of an effective offense. I mean, it adds a little pop and punch to what a team is doing offensively. And last year, this team was not made up of just good three-point shooters. They had great three-point shooters.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Pass to Griffin.
Yeah, it's an oven. It's preheating right now, though. I haven't turned on that oven, but preheating.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Griffin
yeah.
Second bucket of the night.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards on Sunday and then on Tuesday.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Here's Castle. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New York.
And a lot of those points came at the free throw line.
Really because of his aggression. He was playing the game with force, always catching his man on his heels.
Here's Podziemski. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Back to Podziemski. And Davis sends it back.
Expert timing by Davis on the block. Right when the ball was at its apex, he got it.
Champs checked in for the Wizards. Baker, he's checked in for Indiana. And so here is Indiana. They've led by as many as 11 points. And that one's good. The monster.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Pass to the great. Lets it go with a 3. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Griffith.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Here's Big Red. He's got 7. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Big Red's got 10.
He's done a nice job, a great job, actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him last game against Boston.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Castle's checked in for the great. And Indiana with a change here, too. Kuminga's checked in. Sabonis sets the pick for Morant. Clock at 6. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Champ's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Davis. Pass to Griffith. Pulls it from 20. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's Baker. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
Well, there's no question, and he welcomes this, that Anthony Davis shoulders a heavy load on the defensive end.
And he should, and he does. I mean, he's a true anchor. He protects the rim. He can guard out on the perimeter. He communicates well. He's got an excellent basketball IQ. And he's a guy that can cover up a lot of mistakes from his team.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Last season. Last season put up about 10 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And always nice to have a guy like him who can really defend at a high level coming off the bench.
You know, when you can sub in a lockdown defender, that's a major plus.
Pass to Big Red. Back to Morant. Here's the 3. The shot comes out. Washington trails by 7. To the middle. Morant with the steal. Pass to Baker. Takes the 3. Knocks it loose.
Look at this little fella going in there and eating up some glass.
Champ the pass to Leonard. Here's Griffith. Leonard with the screen on Kuminga. And the 3 ball is good. And now that's 11 points for Jay.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his third for the game, his second in this quarter.
Pass to Big Red. Here's Baker. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Griffith. A 24-point outing in their last game against New York. The three from Davis. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. Pacers leading by 4. Morant left side. Rebounded by Castle.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Griffith, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars, and I think we have a beautiful game now.
And the first one at the line is good for the Wizards. Williams, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard, and the great subbed in for Castle. Indiana also making some changes. Campbell, he's checked in for Sabonis, and the Monsters subbed in for Kuminga. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Indiana leading. Pass to the Monster. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Baker, no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 13-point game against New York.
And he was terrific in that game defensively as well, blocking 4 shots on the night.
Here's Griffith. Williams, a screen on Morant. 6 to shoot. They get the rebound. And finished off by Williams.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Champ. A 20-point game for him in the win against New York. It's deflected. Now Campbell. Here's Cruz. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. The Monsters got the game tied up here for the Pacers. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looks at threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. You know, with this team, they stretch you out so much, you got to be really alert. You got to pay close attention to details.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause.
We'll get to the first half action in just a second, but first, let's take a look at where teams are sitting in the power rankings. Staying on the topic of power, which current player do you think would give Shaq the most trouble in a wrestling match?
Have you seen me lately? I'm jacked. No one can handle this.
Well, I hate to say it, Ernie, but he might be right.
Well, they're not settling for long jumpers. They're getting the ball into the paint. And you know I love that.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you know what? I played with Akeem, too. I liked it.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And if you're It's been one outstanding game from Jay.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Two.
And so it's Washington with it. Williams is out there with Anthony Davis. Then there's Champ, and there's the great, and it's Griffith in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pass to Big Red. There's Baker. A baseline J, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Baker's got 12 in the game. Davis up top. Here's Champ. Davis sets a screen. Here's Champ. Davis. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Davis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Wizards.
Nice putback on that follow from Davis. Was just determined to get that rebound.
Baker kicks to Morant. Pass to Campbell. A 3-ball. The rebound by Champ. Champ's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now Davis to the wing right side. Down low. Here's the great. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
There's Baker. 12 points for him. 6 the three-pointer.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Bounce pass from Williams. Davis, the pass to Griffith. Davis sets a screen from deep, and that one's good. Griffith has got the lead back up to 5 now for Washington.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Big Red. He's got 10. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Washington leading now by 5. Champ, the pass to Davis. It's picked off. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Baker. Back to Morant. Here's the monster. 6 on the shot clock. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Williams dishes to Davis. Here's Griffith. At 3 off the mark. Indiana trails by 5. And here is Campbell. Scoreless thus far. Davis up top. It's blocked. Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes have gone.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Champ, and the layup falls.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seen disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Campbell against Williams. Campbell, the pass to Morant. And Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions. You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Big Red. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Right side Davis. Pass to Griffith. To the inside. Left block shot on the way. And he can't bank that one in. Indiana trails by 5. Here's Baker. He's got 15. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And I love the way they've been attacking the basket. I mean, they've looked to penetrate every opportunity they've had, and they've done a nice job doing that.
That free throw, no good. And Washington making a change here. Leonard's checked in, and a change for the Pacers. Podziemski, he's checked in for John Morant. And he sinks the second. Here's Williams. Pass to Leonard. Takes a 3. And again, Washington, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Podziemski, the bounce pass. Count it, good. And 12 points for Big Red.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
And it's slammed in by Williams.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Washington, Williams. One shot.
Free throw no good for Williams.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case. And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Here's Leonard after Indiana gets the 3. Here's Griffith. And 1 points in the game. It's rebounded by Indiana. Campbell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Big Red. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Without question, Big Red displaying his skills today.
He's on another level right now. Knocking down threes left and right. The defense isn't doing their job, and I think they've got to talk about it quickly.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. No thanks. Yeah, keep it going.
For the Monster, coming off a terrific season, averaged about 20 points a game. 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And his rookie season, an opportunity to learn the NBA game. He's hoping to take a larger role in his sophomore campaign.
Well, he had the whole summer to work on his game now. I believe he will take that next step forward in his development.
Champ, the pass to Leonard. Here's the great, and here is Williams. Campbell defending. Here's Cruz, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Leonard. To end the run. Campbell grabs the board. Indiana leading by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
No coverage that time. 21 points for Big Red.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Pass to the great. Back to Williams. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got 9.
Something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
And the shot goes in. The Monsters got 7 points for the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Washington trails by 6. Griffith passes to Champ. Pass to Griffin. Campbell grabs the board. Campbell's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Big Red. Here's the Monster. 19 points in the game. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Podziemski. His 3-pointers off the mark. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Without question, Big Red displaying his skills today.
Now, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. They've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Washington making some changes. George is checked in for Williams. Koulibaly comes in for Jay. And Castle is subbed in for Champ. The Pacers also changing it up. Sabonis, he's checked in for Campbell. Toppin comes in for Big Red. And Kuminga's subbed in for Baker. Washington trails by 6. Outside Leonard. Koulibaly with it. Still yet to score. Back to Leonard. Leonard forces it through inside.
And not being as aggressive from the 3-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Pass to Podziemski. Here's the Monster. He's defended by Koulibaly. Outside Leonard. Toppin pulls it in.
That's the kind of D you in need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
George against Sabonis. Pass to Pajemski. Over Castle. Shot by Pajemski, no good. Here's Castle. He's defended by Pajemski. George with no one around. Good on the triple. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's the Pacers leading by just 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boys.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Okay, time for an injury report.
Hey, Kevin, I spoke with the head athletic trainer for Washington. He said that he suffered a nasty bruise to the lower part of his back and that it's really stiffened up on him. It's amazing. He's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Brandon Pajemski. Big Red out there with Kuminga. Then it's Sabonis, and it's Morant in at the point guard position.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Pass to Coulibaly. Davis sets a screen. 3-pointer. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Indiana leading. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Then one on Castle.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Wizards making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Here's Griffin. He's defended by Pajemski.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. Much better off making him go to the line.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this 4th quarter. Morant passes to Big Red. With some arc. Rebounded by the Wizards. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Castle. Pass to Griffith. Koulibaly with it. Right wing. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Morant passes to Big Red. Drills the elbow jumper. Big Red's got 15 points in just the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots. You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Launches it. Rebound by the Wizards. Pass to Castle. Here's Griffith. Davis sets a screen. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Griffith has got 28 points for the game.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. I tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Williams is checked in for Leonard. The Pacers also with the sub. Campbell's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He begged them, don't give up. He told his guys 1 possession at a time. Let's go out there and do what we talked about. That's how we get back into this one. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now here's Morant. Pass to Big Red. Now here's Morant. Here's Big Red. Fires for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Castle. Here's Griffith. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Washington making some changes. The Great comes in for Koulibaly. And Chance subbed in for Castle. Indiana also making some changes. Cruz, he's checked in for Big Red. And it's Baker in for Brandon Podziemski. Indiana trails by 4. There's Baker. Morant outside. Back to Baker. Fires the 3. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Williams passes to Champ. Pass to Griffith. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Champ's shot is on.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Baker, no good. Wizards have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And that one's good. Griffith has got 13 points now in the quarter.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively.